Welcome to another week of On the Couch, and we're coming up to the 30th of June, so taxi time, right?
Is it your favourite time of the year, do you reckon?
Oh, yes, I reckon. Well, if I get a big fat tax return back.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, so for me then, if I'm getting a big fat tax return, it's not going to be on the 1st of July, right? Because my tax returns, they tend to float over. Yeah. Like, not everyone gets their tax return done on the 1st of July. Yeah. A lot of people, they wait all the way up until the last safe moment. It's probably like March the following year before they actually do their tax return. Yeah. Wouldn't recommend it. Try and get that cash back in your pocket as soon as you possibly can.
100%, and in that offset account. So I'm going to probably kick off, Dan, this time, but I'll always try it over you. But my biggest thing is when we say prepare for tax, right? But most people go, oh, well, what do I need to do? I don't need to do anything. The accountant's going to do it, right? Well, they do, right? But you are missing a golden opportunity to learn about your property. So I like to collate all my own data. Right? Like I like to get, hey, property manager comes in and says, hey, this is the rent we got for the year. So I put that there. Oh, these are my expenses that come in. I go into my bank statements. I get my interest that I got charged, everything like that. I like to see my property's performance. I like to collate it all over. And what that also does for me, not only am I teaching myself a bit about my property, I'm also giving that over to the accountant in a very good format. Because if you just give it over in dribs and drabs and shit, oh, I think so, I don't know what else, all that sort of stuff, don't bitch to me when you get a big bill from the accountant. Right? Because their time is their money.
Absolutely. And I think it comes down to that, right? Your tax return, and it's your tax return, is only as good as the information that you give to the tax agent. Yeah. It is not the tax agent's responsibility to go to you and go, hey, you know what you should have done back on the 1st of October 2024? Like, that ship has sailed by the time you're turning up to H&R Block in the middle of the shopping centre for your 1-hour appointment to get your tax done, right? At the end of the day, tax preparation for 2025, financial year ending 30th of June 2025, that started on the 1st of July 2024.
Yeah.
Your tax year is a period of time, not just 3 days at the end of the tax time when you need to scramble to get shit done.
Yeah.
The people who get the most out of their tax, they plan their tax out, they understand, like what Dane said, they understand the cash flow, they understand the best way to use the tax system to your benefit. There is no better way to invest in yourself than by learning in the taxation system.
100%.
It's a game to play. Everyone likes to whinge and bitch about what the tax man does, but no one's willing to put in the time and effort to see how you can beat the tax man. Yeah. That's what you need to be learning.
And if you need a bit of you go, well, where do I start? If you jump on our website, you go to our resources tab, you go down through there, there is a tax checklist. You can print that bad boy out and that will help you kick along, right? Like, okay, what can I actually claim on some of these properties? Yeah, you can put the values in and off you go and you'll be off and racing. So that's it for this week. Make sure you don't leave it too late, right? Because obviously you've got to try and get your tax in before the 3rd of October. So don't just go, I'll do it later, and then it funnels down the back end and, man, don't not do it, right?
Yeah.
But see you next week on the couch.